We switch gears now to the major news out of Washington today. Former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort had a deal with Robert Mueller's special counsel investigation. Joining us now with reaction, the president's perspective on the matter is his attorney, Rudy Giuliani, former New York City mayor. Mr. Mayor, good to see you on the Manafort issue. I have been told by numerous and multiple sources close to Manafort and others that, in fact, whatever cooperation is going to take place is not what is being reported. It would have nothing to do with the campaign, Donald Trump, Russia, collusion of any kind, but more to do with lobbying and other groups.
Well, Sean, that's absolutely true. I mean, the reality is there was a quote put out by a source close to Manafort that the plea agreement and the cooperation agreement has nothing to do with the Trump campaign. Quote, there is no evidence of collusion. Now, I know that because I've been privy to a lot of facts I can't repeat, but the reality is no evidence of collusion. All you have to do is look at the plea. The plea is to crimes that have to do with Manafort's past. No involvement with President Trump, no involvement with the campaign, no involvement with Russia. And by the way, there's also no evidence of obstruction. There have been 4 guilty pleas now, and they're completely irrelevant.
Do you agree with me, Mr. Mayor? You know, look, I know you not only as New York City's mayor, but you were one of the toughest prosecutors in the Southern District of New York. You were right there putting your life on the line, taking down some of the toughest crime families in the country at the time. But do you agree with me that the integrity of institutions like the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ and the intel community are now hanging in a balance? Because what have we discovered here? That the FBI first got Hillary off the hook. They fixed what were obvious crimes she committed, that they were involved in spreading propaganda, misinformation through her bought and paid for dossier, that they also used it to get a FISA warrant. They lied to FISA court judges and committed a fraud on the court. But the level of leaking and lying and conspiracy to hurt then candidate Trump and then President Trump, it's all here. We have the information. There is evidence.
There's no question about it. Here's the collusion, strangely, Sean. The collusion is that whole group of people, Strzok, Page, Orr's wife, Comey, Brennan, Clapper. They decided to first keep him out of the White House. So we get the dossier paid for by Hillary Clinton, $1 million, by the way, to pay for the phony thing. Never revealed properly to the court, by the way, completely fraudulent FISA wires, leaked illegally, now admitted, total crime, as Greg Jarrett points out, both in his book and now with you. And then finally, when they failed in that mission, they just transitioned right into trying to drive him out of the White House. And so this is not an investigation based on any facts. There's never been a single fact produced that President Trump in any way colluded with anybody, much less conspired with anybody.
But, Mr. Mayor,
the man is totally innocent.
We do know the FBI. We do know the DOJ. We do know that the then DNI. We know the CIA all had a media leak strategy, all related to destroying Donald Trump before the election, after the election. And not only that, with all due respect, I guess you got to do business with the guy. I don't. But when we look at the messages from Steele to Bruce Orr, his wife, of course, worked for Fusion GPS, but Christopher Steele, who put all the Russian lies together, paid for by Hillary, he's talking about praying he doesn't get exposed. He's also talking about firewalls holding. Strzok and Page talk about an insurance policy. But then Steele tells Orr, asking Orr, hey, did you get the information that we now know are fabricated lies from Russia? Did you get him into the special counsel's office? That goes into Robert Mueller's office. He's now tainted by this whole thing. I can guarantee you
that if there's the same relentless pursuit of these people as they've done to President Trump, you're going to find very quickly already admitted evidence of serious crimes and a major conspiracy to first stop him from being president and then to create circumstances where there'd be an impeachment. And this is my head hangs in shame for the department that I gave 16 years of my life to, the Department of Justice. I was the third-ranking official in the Department of Justice when I could proudly say it was a Department of Justice. And the only thing that can be done now is as relentless an investigation of all these people as they did to President Trump.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.